Today I am explaining Fundamental Concepts, Chapter 23, Theme 4, Geometry. First is Basic Concept. You know that geometry is the study of position, shape, size, and other properties of different figures. Geometrical terms such as point, line, plane, etc. carry the basic ideas for the development of geometry. So, first is point. A point is a mark of position. It has neither length nor width nor thickness and occupies no space. This is your point. A small dot made by a sharp pencil on a plain sheet of paper represents a point. Then one example, now this is your square and you are having points P, Q, R, S. So as I told you, a point is represented by a dot. In general, it is denoted by a capital letter. That's why I have written here P, Q, R, S. So you are having point P and Q, which is inside a square. So these are interior points, and points S and R, exterior points. Then second one is line. A line has only length. It has neither width nor thickness. This is your diagram. Only length. A line, as shown alongside, is represented by a straight mark with two arrowheads. It is denoted by capital letters just like P, Q. The word line usually refers to a straight line. You can extend line in this direction and as well as in this direction, because you don't know what is the length of segment here. Suppose you have to draw a line segment of 5 cm. So by pencil and with the help of scale or ruler, you can draw a line which is equal to 5 cm. For a line, you should have a data. Then third, ray. It is a line, actually that is a straight line that starts from a given fixed point and moves in the same direction. That means, now in this diagram, this point is fixed. You can't extend in this direction. This point is fixed, A. And another point you are having B here. Now you are having arrow this side. That means you can produce this line further in this direction. This figure shows a straight line that starts from a given point which is fixed A and moves through point B in the same direction, and that's why ray is represented as AB, this symbol. Then some more points about ray. A ray has only one end fixed point which is known as its initial point. That means this is that fixed point and this is initial point. A ray extends indefinitely in only one direction. So you can extend this ray in this direction indefinitely without any problem, because you don't know about the actual length, so you can produce this further. An unlimited number of rays can be drawn with the same initial point. Okay, so suppose you are having a point like this. Now you can draw unlimited number of rays, just like one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unlimited you can draw. As you can see, I am explaining in diagram. Unlimited number of rays you can produce from a single point. Now this adjoining figure clearly shows that the fixed point is S, or any other alphabet you can take, and now these are the many rays which is starting from that one fixed point. Then some more points. The two arrows of a line drawn in opposite directions indicate that the line has unlimited length. That is, it can be extended up to any distance on either side. So this one is your diagram, and straight line we are having here. This is a diagram of straight line, and as I told you, this line is having unlimited length. It can be extended up to any distance on this side as well as this side. You can produce this line further in this direction or as well as in this direction. Then a line may be straight or curved, but when we say a line, it means a straight line only. So a line may be straight or curved, just like you will get like this, or like this you will get. But when we say a line, it means a straight line only and nothing else. When we say a line, that means straight line only and nothing else. Then an unlimited number of lines can be drawn through a given point, given fixed point, which I have showed you in this diagram. As you can see here, this one is fixed point, and from this point I have drawn many rays from this one fixed point. So you can draw unlimited number of lines from a fixed point. Then one and only one line can be drawn through any two fixed points. Yeah, that is true. Suppose you are having point P and point Q. Now you can draw only one line which will pass through this. So you can't draw more than one line which will pass this 2 points. Line should be straight. Then every line has infinite numbers of points in it. That means in this line we are having infinite points, infinite, that we actually can't count. Infinite number of points, that means uncountable. So now line segment. Fourth is line segment. A line segment is a part of a straight line. Line segment is part of a straight line. This is your diagram, and in this diagram this point is A, this point is B. So in a line segment, simply we are not putting arrows here, because line segment is known. Draw a line of 5 centimeter, so which is a line segment itself. Here, then in this AB and BA, both represent the same line segment. If I will say AB and if I will say BA, both are representing same line segment. A line segment is a part of a line as well as of a ray. Then some more diagrams. So first is line AB, and from this diagram, as I told you, you can extend this line in this direction as well as in this direction. So in both directions you can extend this line. So this is your ray, sorry, this is your line. So you can write this as AB or BA or simply line AB. Then next is one fixed point and one arrow in this direction. So if you are having one fixed point and one arrow, so you can produce this arrow further, you can produce this line further, you can extend this line further like this. So this is your ray, so you will write this as ray AB. Then this is also one fixed point and one arrow on this direction, this side, so you can write this as ray BA or PA. Then this is your line segment A and B. You can directly write AB or BA. So if you are having line, so you are supposed to write like this. If you are having ray, you have to write like this, again same ray. But if you are having line segment, so you have to put two fixed endpoints. Okay, this is a rectangular piece of paper. This is your rectangular piece of paper, and fold it exactly at its middle, as I folded here. Press the two parts together. Now we have to press this parts, the first one and this one. We have to press this. On unfolding it, we will see that a straight crease is formed like this. The crease so obtained is the physical example of a part of line which you can see in this figure. And many times we have observed that if you are having a piece of paper and you are just folding that paper, and after that you will see that there is a line in that paper from where you have folded that. So this is an example for that. Then